You bring me back and you asked me a minute ago, you go, is there a weakness to the Rams, right? There's not much weakness with the Rams. And I don't want to say there's anything that you look at yesterday, but if there's one thing that you can look at with the Rams where you go, they can be had a little bit, right? It is that they don't have the biggest defensive tackles in the world. So you play a team like the Carolina Panthers, who it's a big, overpowering offensive line, right? It's Kobe Turner. He's 290 pounds, right? Not necessarily your run stopper. Poona Ford, he's their run stopper, right? He's 5'11", and what is he, 310. But again, yeah, he's, a short, stumpy defensive tackle who can hang in there pretty good. But after that, there's not even a lot of big guys compared to maybe some of the other elite defenses in football. And I think if there's one thing you look at with the Rams, you go, that's one area where, hey, a big overpowering offensive line, they have to rely on chaos and movement more than we could just be like the Eagles or some of those teams and just stand in there and hold a double team and you can't move us. And I think Carolina matched up. So you talk about the mistakes, a good matchup, the desperation, maybe Thanksgiving and all the human elements there, and that leads to a less than performance by the Rams, and Carolina pulls off the victory.
Yeah, you gave me a flashback to Super Bowl VIII when that's exactly what the Dolphins did to the Vikings, where Alan Page, they got him listed at 245. He was 245 if he was carrying a couple of, 10-pound dumbbells.
They just overpowered him.
Yeah,
right.
Just run it down their throat,
right.
Run it down their throat.
I think that's the one little kryptonite of the Rams. But their offense is good enough, and they're coached well enough, and they got some athletes, too, who can create that chaos and sometimes make it hard to block the certain runs you want to block. But, Carolina had a good game plan yesterday, and, of course, we know two big backs on top of that. And then you talk about, hey, we start the game off with a touchdown. We just throw a little swing route to Chuba Hubbard, and he runs 40 yards up the sideline uncovered. But again, elements of the run game, we're worried about that. They had everybody packed inside. They were worried about that, so he swung it outside. They got a few people to block on the edge, and he just ran straight for a touchdown. Good win for Carolina. Definitely didn't think they would pull that off yesterday.
So
Very
they're
impressed.
7-6. They go into their bye week, and they have 4 games left, 2 of which will be against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I don't know at what point the bad association, the eyeball test, when you see the Panthers helmet, flips back to 2015 when they were one of the best teams in the league and made it to the Super Bowl and almost won it. It's just weird. In recent years, they have fallen so far that they are in the way you used to think about the Bengals.
Exactly.
Before they went to the Super Bowl. Like, we see that uniform, we see that helmet, and we think,
loser. I actually thought last week when the Monday night game, when they wore the black helmet, I was like, they should just switch to that.
Yeah.
I was
that silver helmet is just, it's a bad association.
It does. It does have that feel, but of course they laid an egg wearing that black helmet, so they might not like that for quite a while.
Better association with the silver helmet after what they did to the Rams yesterday. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.